So this is reverse engineering, saying I need $20,000 in sales. Now, for you, you could say that's I need $20,000 in sales next year, next quarter, next month, next week, tomorrow, whatever like your number needs to be or that timeline needs to be. But the on a specific timeline, we need $20,000 worth of sales. 20,000 divided by 1,000 says that we need 20 sales in order to get $20,000. We came up with a financial dollar amount and said, how do we get the 20,000? Well, we need 20 sales in this case based on our historical data. There's a key for you to remember. Historical data. I know that our average dollar sales is $1,000, so that's the number I need to use for my planning. All right. So each of these is just going to be a progression of kind of this thing. So you'll see the bottom is exactly the same. And then we add a few more things to it. So $20,000 in sales, average dollar sale at $1,000, 20 sales needed. All right. Well, what comes before that? Well, sales meetings come before sales. Got to have a sales meeting in this particular case. Okay, cool. What's our average conversion rate? So for this example, it's 40%. So 40% conversion rate. Now, again, this should be historical data. So you should be able to go back and say, okay, I had this many sales last month or last year, and we had this many sales meetings. What was my conversion rate there? Could be 80%, could be 60%, whatever your number is what you're going to want to put in. But again, historical numbers is the point. So we take our 20 sales that we need, and we're going to divide it by the 40% that is our current conversion rate. And that tells us that we need 50 sales meetings. Okay, cool. Well, what comes before sales meetings? Well, I got to book a sales meeting. All right, so we can take a step back and say, I need to book sales meetings. Well, I know that my show rate is 75%. On average, 75% of the meetings that I book actually show up to the sales meeting. So we can reverse engineer that and say 50% divided by 75% gives us 67 sales meetings. That's how many I have to book in order to achieve 20 sales. Make sense? Questions?